Despite all these anomalous similarities, many people still believe the Oliver's Castle footage to be a hoax. The footage is simply too good to be true. But then, in the year 2000, scientist Dr. Eltje Hazeloff from the Netherlands delivered what appears to be a convincing and ultimate proof.
If you perform trivial experimental physics to the plans in these crop circles, you can in fact deliver scientific evidence that these balls of light might very well have caused the crop circle. Inside crop circles, it was discovered 5 or 6 years ago that the nodes, which are the knuckles in the stems, are actually much longer, quite often. And it is suggested that this increase in length is a result of heat. The nodes get warm, they expand, it's a thermal expansion, and they remain long afterwards. So you can measure the increased node length.
And that's exactly what he did. He sampled several crop circles and very meticulously measured hundreds of nodes. The outcome was crystal clear. The nodes had expanded the most in the centers of the circles. The closer to the perimeter of the circles, the less the nodes had expanded. Dr. Hazeloff then compared this distribution model of node lengthening with several other mathematical models and discovered a 100% mathematical model of electromagnetic radiation distribution of a point source.
If you take the electromagnetic model for a point source, which is a ball of light, it's a small source of electromagnetic radiation, and you look at the intensity distribution of this radiation on the floor level, then it's something you can calculate. It's easy, it's straightforward physics. You can compare this with the light intensity distribution from a light bulb hanging on the ceiling. Right below the light bulb there's a bright light, and towards the edges it gradually falls off towards darkness. And this can be determined quantitatively. If you know the height of the lamp, you know exactly what the light distribution is. And it turns out that the node lengthening, as measured in the field, corresponds perfectly to the distribution of a small electromagnetic source hanging above the field. And when I say perfectly, I mean perfectly. This is not rocket science, this is trivial experimental physics. And the statistical relevance is 100%. So when somebody says this crop circle was made by a ball of light, which is a very strange story, the physical evidence corroborates this perfectly. It perfectly supports these eyewitness accounts.
Dr. Hazeloff's paper was peer-reviewed, accepted and published in October 2000 by the internationally recognized scientific journal Physiologia Plantarum, the consequences of which were overwhelming. For until scientifically proven otherwise, it is now a scientifically accepted fact that at least some crop circles were generated by balls of light. Researchers and scientists were left baffled.
starting with this in the year 2000, 13 of August, the year 2000, close to Chilbolton. You have this. We didn't know how important this was. The same day, next year. I don't know why many investigators haven't given importance to this. Do you think this could be done at night? In one night? Look at it. It's three-dimensional. Clearly three-dimensional. And we made a little analysis on this, and we found something really interesting. The face in the middle and the one in the left have Gaussian filter 6.6 pixels. What do we see there? We see the face, and you see that the face is receiving light from the right side, illuminating all the right area in the face, to the middle, to the nose, to the mouth. The mouth is producing shadow. The nose is producing shadow. You can see that around the face in the right side is lighter than the left side, which I think proves that this creature is real and put his face in the field. Why? Because 4 days later, we received this. As you know, it's the so-called answer from the stars. And we have a lot of information there regarding the message we sent. 10 digits in mathematics is the same for them. I don't want to really go in detail, but there are many little information. The atom carbon are the same with these creatures. They have silicium in the body. The chemicals for the DNA, the structure of the DNA, the size of the genome. We have the answers. I believe these are real answers. I could go in detail into this, but I don't think it's the point at this moment. Well, what we found is that was exactly the figure that we saw the year before. It means that they sent first the instrument that they were going to use, second they present themselves, and third they answer. Next year, also on August the 16th, I was there,